Number 1. Toyota Corolla Cross. Hey everyone, welcome back. Let's talk about a compact SUV that doesn't always get the loudest hype, but quietly keeps getting better every year. The Toyota Corolla Cross. And now, with the upcoming 2026 model, it looks like Toyota is ready to give this crossover a bit more personality, more efficiency, and more everyday usability, without losing what made it such an easy choice in the first place. Before we jump into the details, real quick, if you enjoy staying up to date on upcoming cars, future Toyotas, and honest enthusiast-style breakdowns, make sure you smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. It really helps support the content, and it lets you know when new videos drop. Alright, let's get into the 2026 Corolla Cross. Visually, the 2026 Corolla Cross is expected to get a cleaner, more confident look. Don't expect anything wild or over the top, but the updates should make it feel more modern and more in line with Toyota's newer SUVs. Sharper headlights, subtle grille changes, and a slightly tougher stance help it stand out without trying too hard. Compared to earlier models, it just looks more polished, like Toyota listened to feedback and tightened everything up. Under the hood is where the Corolla Cross really shines, especially with the hybrid option. Toyota's hybrid systems are known for being smooth and efficient, and the 2026 Corolla Cross Hybrid should continue that trend. It's built for people who want great fuel economy without giving up everyday drivability. Power delivery should feel more refined than before, making it an easy SUV to live with, whether you're commuting, running errands, or heading out on a road trip. Now, while this isn't a hardcore off-roader by any means, Toyota hasn't ignored light adventure duty. With available all-wheel drive and improved traction systems, the Corolla Cross should feel more confident on wet roads, gravel paths, or light snow. It's the kind of capability that gives you peace of mind, not the kind that demands rock crawling. And honestly, that's exactly what most buyers want in this segment. Inside, the 2026 Corolla Cross is expected to feel more refined and more tech-friendly than previous versions. Look for a cleaner dashboard layout, a larger and faster touchscreen, and updated software that's easier to use. Materials should feel a step up, and the cabin overall should feel more comfortable and better thought out. It's still practical and straightforward, but with just enough modern flair to keep it feeling fresh. When it comes to pricing, Toyota is likely to keep the Corolla Cross right where it belongs, affordable and competitive. Expect a small increase compared to older models, mainly due to added tech and hybrid availability, but nothing that pushes it out of its value-focused sweet spot. That's always been one of the Corolla Cross's biggest strengths. Compared to past models, the 2026 Corolla Cross feels like a natural evolution. Number 2. Subaru Forester. I've been waiting to talk about this, because the 2026 Subaru Forester is shaping up to be one of the most anticipated compact SUVs of the year. The Forester has always had this quiet confidence about it, not flashy, but tough, dependable and ready for adventure. And it feels like Subaru is about to take everything we already love and refine it in some really exciting ways. From the moment you see it, the 2026 Forester looks like it means business. Subaru hasn't gone wild with the redesign, but they've given it sharper lines, a bolder front grille, and a stance that feels a bit more rugged and ready for the trail. It still carries that classic Forester vibe that loyal fans know, but everything just feels more intentional and modern, like it's been thoughtfully tuned rather than just refreshed. Now, one of the biggest questions people ask is about power, and here's where the 2026 Forester gets interesting. Subaru is expected to bring a hybrid option into the lineup, a big deal for Forester fans who want better fuel economy without sacrificing the capability this SUV is known for. Subaru's hybrid system should give you smoother acceleration and improved efficiency, which is awesome for daily driving or those longer road trips. And of course, the standard engine options are reliable and punchy enough for most people's everyday needs too. Speaking of road trips, and especially dirt road detours, the Forester has long been one of the more off-road capable compact SUVs you can get without stepping up to a full-blown overlander. With standard all-wheel drive that Subaru's famous for and improved traction control, this 2026 model should feel even more confident on gravel, mud, snow, or whatever else you throw at it. It's not a hardcore rock crawler, but it's one of those SUVs that makes you want to take the scenic route instead of the freeway. Inside, Subaru seems to be listening to what buyers actually want. The cabin of the 2026 Forester is expected to feel more refined and comfortable, with better materials and a more modern layout. The touchscreen should be larger and easier to use, the seats a bit more supportive, and overall you'll notice that it feels like a place you're happy to spend hours in, whether you're hauling gear for a weekend trip or sitting in traffic on a Monday morning. And let's be real, pricing is always a big deal. Early indications suggest the 2026 Forester will stay competitive with the current model, maybe dipping into a slightly higher price bracket if you go for the hybrid or top trims, but nothing drastic. Subaru has always kept the Forester in that sweet spot where you feel like you're getting serious capability and value without paying through the nose for it. When you look back at how the Forester has evolved over the years, it's clear Subaru has kept the core of what made this SUV great: reliability, adventure readiness, and everyday practicality, while slowly layering in smarter tech, better comfort, and more modern design. The 2026 version feels like everything we wanted the last one to be, just a bit more polished and purposeful. Number 3. Toyota Highlander. I am so excited to talk about this. The 2026 Toyota Highlander is gearing up to be one of the standout SUVs of the year. And honestly, it doesn't disappoint. The Highlander has always been one of those do-everything family SUVs. Comfortable, capable, reliable. And it looks like Toyota is ready to take everything we already love and give it an even sharper edge for the next generation. From the first look, the new Highlander already feels like a more confident SUV. Toyota's refreshed the exterior with cleaner lines, a bolder front end, and a more athletic stance that makes it look ready for whatever adventure you throw its way. It's a subtle evolution, not a radical transformation, but one that makes the Highlander feel more modern and just a bit more exciting to see parked in your driveway. Now let's talk about what's under the hood, because this is where the Highlander continues to stand out. Toyota is pushing even harder into hybrid territory with the 2026 model, and that's great news for anyone who spends a lot of time on the road. The Highlander Hybrid has never been about crazy speed, but it is about smooth, responsive power and excellent fuel economy, and the updates here are expected to make that even better. Whether you're cruising highway miles or navigating city traffic, it should feel composed and confident. Of course, traditional gas options may still be around if that's your preference, but the hybrid is quickly becoming the go-to choice for this SUV. And speaking of capability, if your idea of adventure includes more than just the pavement, Toyota hasn't forgotten you. The Highlander has always handled light off-road terrain with ease, and for 2026, available all-wheel drive and improved traction systems are expected to give it even more confidence on gravel roads, dirt paths, or snowy conditions. This isn't a hardcore off-roader. It's not trying to compete with a Jeep Wrangler, but it is an SUV that says, yeah, let's go try that trail and see what happens. Step inside, and this is where the Highlander really starts to feel like a next-level family SUV. Toyota has clearly stepped up the interior design with better materials, a more contemporary layout, and a focus on comfort and usability. Expect a larger, faster infotainment screen, cleaner controls, and a cabin that feels more spacious and refined than before. Whether you're ferrying kids around town or packing up for a weekend getaway, this interior will hold up and feel pleasant to spend time in. Of course, we have to talk pricing. While Toyota hasn't locked in final numbers yet, the 2026 Highlander is expected to stay competitive with today's model. Maybe a slight bump due to all the new tech and hybrid focus, but still right in line with what you'd expect in this class. And that's key, because one of the Highlander's biggest strengths over the years has always been its value proposition. Solid performance, great reliability, and plenty of features without an outrageous price tag. Looking back at previous Highlander models, the evolution is clear. What started as a solid, no-nonsense family SUV has gradually become one of Toyota's most well-rounded offerings, refined, versatile, and more capable than ever. The 2026 model doesn't reinvent the wheel, but it does refine everything that makes the Highlander great, making it feel more complete and better suited to today's drivers. Number 4. Toyota RAV4. The 2026 Toyota RAV4 is officially here, and it feels like Toyota just gave one of the most popular SUVs on the planet a major shot of energy. This isn't just another yearly update. We're talking a whole new generation with fresh design, smarter tech, and a clear push toward more efficient and capable driving. When you first see the 2026 RAV4, you'll notice right away that Toyota has sharpened up the look. It's got a bolder front end with sleek LED lighting, a more muscular stance, and styling that feels more modern and purposeful than before, without losing that classic RAV4 personality we all know. What's really exciting is that Toyota has now gone all in on electrified powertrains for this generation. The 2026 RAV4 drops the pure gas engine entirely, offering either an efficient hybrid or a powerful plug-in hybrid option. The standard hybrid delivers smooth, efficient power with around 226 to 236 horsepower. And for those who want a bit more oomph, the plug-in hybrid kicks things up to around 320 horsepower with a significant electric-only driving range, plus faster DC fast charging you don't usually see on crossovers. But don't worry, efficiency doesn't come at the cost of capability. If you're someone who likes to go off the beaten path, the new RAV4 Woodland trim brings rugged styling with all-terrain tires, raised roof rails, and tougher looks to match its adventurous vibe. And for the sportier crowd, Toyota has even introduced the first ever GR Sport RAV4, tuned with Gazoo racing inspiration and a sportier presence on the road. Inside, the 2026 RAV4 steps up in a big way. Toyota's latest tech takes center stage with a roomy, more modern cabin that's cleaner and more intuitive. Big digital screens, including a standard 12.3-inch digital cluster and up to a 12.9-inch infotainment system, give you crisp graphics and responsive controls, and the new Arene software platform behind it all makes the system feel faster and smarter. Wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto help keep everything connected too. Of course, all this new tech and electrified power does come with updated pricing, but Toyota still seems committed to value. Early info points to competitive starting figures that keep the RAV4 in the mix with other compact SUVs, offering a strong blend of capability, comfort, and everyday usability, just like past models, but now refined with a modern twist. Looking back, earlier generations of the RAV4 were all about reliable practicality, solid everyday, trustworthy over time. The 2026 model keeps that DNA, but layers in bold new styling, stronger hybrid performance, and tech that feels right at home in 2026. It's the next step in an evolution that began over 30 years ago, and honestly, it feels like the RAV4 we've been waiting for. Number 5. Honda CR-V. The 2026 Honda CR-V is officially generating a lot of buzz, and honestly, it's shaping up to be one of those SUVs that just gets it right for the modern driver. Whether you've driven a CR-V before, or you're just SUV shopping, the 2026 model looks like a thoughtful blend of comfort, tech, efficiency, and everyday usability, and there's a lot to like here. When you first see the 2026 CR-V, you'll recognize the familiar Honda silhouette, but with some fresh updates that make it feel more refined. The body design hasn't gone wild, and that's actually a good thing. It keeps the clean, mature look while giving it subtle details that feel a bit sharper and more modern. It's familiar, but just noticeably better looking than before. Under the hood, you still have choices. The standard turbocharged 1.5-litre four-cylinder engine delivers smooth and reliable power. That's right in the sweet spot for daily driving. But if it's efficiency and a little extra punch you're after, the hybrid version is where a lot of people are headed. The hybrid pairs a gasoline engine with electric motors for more responsive acceleration and better fuel economy. And it's one of the quieter, more composed rides in this class. For the adventurers out there, Honda has also expanded the lineup with a new Trail Sport hybrid trim, bringing rugged styling cues, all-terrain tires, and a bolder presence that looks as if it's ready for light trails and weekend getaways. It's not a hardcore off-road rig, but it does send a message that you're ready for roads less traveled, or just snow-covered mountain passes with confidence. Step inside the 2026 CR-V, and this is where Honda's upgrades really shine. Every trim now gets a larger 9-inch touchscreen with wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, plus wireless phone charging as standard. Higher trims bring an even bigger digital instrument cluster. The cabin feels more connected and modern, with plenty of space for passengers and gear alike, something long-time CR-V owners have always appreciated. Pricing for the 2026 CR-V stays competitive too. The base models start in the low to mid $30,000 range, while hybrid trims, including the rugged Trail Sport hybrid, land a bit higher, around the low $40,000. That keeps the CR-V right in line with what buyers expect for tech, efficiency, and overall value without breaking the bank. So how does this compare to past CR-Vs? Really well. Honda has taken everything that made previous generations popular: roomy interior, smooth ride, strong reliability, and added smart upgrades that feel meaningful rather than superficial. It's the same CR-V spirit, but refreshed with better tech, improved comfort, and a clearer focus on both everyday driving and light venture capability.